Grand Rising family, welcome to your Monday the 27th True Love Journey daily message. I just prayed and so we can just get started. I'm taking a little break from unpacking to do this reading. I have been listening to, I wouldn't say doing some research, it's just been popping up on my timeline, information about attachment styles and the avoidant attachment style has been popping up a lot on my timeline. So I've been listening to some videos, learning, doing some research, learning more and more about it. And it's feeling like, and it's looking like recently that the Divine Feminine has been, moving more and more towards the secure attachment style and coming out of that anxious attachment style, right? That was in the past, and that the divine masculine here, is in the process of coming out of this avoidant attachment style. Okay, so interesting. I'm learning a lot about it, and these wounds that we've been picking up on that the divine masculine is becoming aware of, this rejection wound and neglect wounds, not having their emotional needs met as a child. Their feelings are invalid, people not believing in them, all of these things that would trigger somebody to sabotage, push a connection away, avoid it, fearful of emotional intimacy and connection, right? Vulnerability, that's the card yesterday that I didn't read. I forgot to. But I'm going to read it right now for you guys. This is what, the avoidant, right, attachment style is fearful of, is vulnerability. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all the walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms, which keep you separate from others and the divine. Ask your angels to help you to dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and open. So this, your affirmation, vulnerability is my strength. So this was the message that I didn't get to read in yesterday's reading, that I told you guys that I was gonna post it on the community board. And that's what I feel has been the barrier, the blockage, is fearful of a genuine connection, right? Of showing all of your stuff to another, So fearful that if this person sees who I really am, that they're gonna reject me or run or abandon me, right? So, that has been, for a while now, that was what the mirroring was, right? The triggers. But it's like the more the divine feminine focuses on self-love and healing the past life stuff, the ancestral stuff, the inner child wounds, right? Forgiving our parents and things like that. Even if you were raised with both parents. I know a lot of people, including my ex-husband, grew up with both parents, right? But still, he still deals with abandonment wounds and codependencies and things like that, because his emotional needs were not met growing up. So, if your parents didn't, validate your feelings, that could be a form of neglect. And a person can feel their emotions were not nurtured. They weren't allowed to feel those things. They weren't validated and things like that, right? One way or another, even if you didn't experience that growing up, if you've had relationships where you were, deeply in love with somebody and that person didn't, validate your emotions or didn't nurture, right, or fulfill your emotional needs, or even abandoned you, it can create those wounds, So And it could even be coming up for you guys from past life, ancestral stuff, all of that stuff, right? So, you know, that has been coming up a lot. The avoidant attachment style and on my timeline. So I just kind of wanted to bring that up. I did do a spread. I did pick up on the energy. You know, there is a divine masculine here that is in the process at a huge crossroads, going through enlightenment right now, in the process of making a huge decision, going through a deep spiritual awakening is underway for this masculine, because this masculine has been unhappy in their life. They have been, you know, feeling, you know, not very satisfied, feeling kind of lost, feeling discontent. When we're in this energy of depression, anxiety, discontent, apathy, boredom, right? That's one of the major signs that it's time for a change. It's time to make a change, okay, in one's life. So let's just get started. Let's see where the divine masculine is, what the divine feminine is, and I am also going to use this deck here. And again, the reading, because I'm doing it on my phone, and I need to go somewhere else to load it. I'm going to try to use my hotspot so I don't have to go anywhere. Crossing my fingers that it's going to work. So it's not going to be a very long message today. All right, Spirit. Show me the divine masculine's energy right now. Show me the divine masculine. Where is the divine masculine? We have spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So again, as I said, there could be these wounds that could be coming up, that could be triggering or resurfacing, right, from a past life for us to look at. Okay, so again, a lot of times, if let's say your divine counterpart and you in a past life went into some kind of separation or some kind of loss, you lost each other somehow, right? These fears of loss, these abandonment wounds could be coming up for you in this lifetime, okay? For you to heal it so that you guys can come into union. So they are realizing and awakening to the rarity, how special this connection is, how special you are, and that this is a once in a lifetime. Look, they're feeling a lot of emotions right now. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted instead of burying your head in the sand, the avoidant, instead of avoiding it, denying it, Two of Swords it, brushing it away, pushing it away. We're being called and asked to look at what the actions or lack thereof of another person, how do we feel about it, right? It's perfectly normal and very much, you know, human nature that when you are ignored by somebody, or somebody is avoiding you or neglecting or rejecting you, that you would feel, especially if it's somebody you care about, that you love, that you would feel some type of way about it, even though it doesn't matter, regardless how long you've been healing self-love and healing from codependency and doing all of that, right? It's just the depth of it, the extent of it, what of that trigger is just will tell you where you are when it comes to, you know, how unbothered you are about it, because you have this acceptance and awareness and understanding of where they are, right, on their journey, and you know that it doesn't have anything to do with you personally, okay? So, and even if it did, right, there's a huge message there that if somebody isn't showing up for you in the way that, you know, where you are, what you're ready for right now in this part of your journey in your life, right? If somebody's not showing up for you, there's a huge message there that your vibration, your energy is not in alignment. Your energy is not, you know, matching, okay? So, because you guys are on two different pages. This person is still running, and you are not, right? You're like standing still. You're like, I'm right here. X marks the spot. I am right here, okay? So we have embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. So they're being guided by their emotions. They're being guided to not run, escape, avoid, distract, and to just Their emotions has a huge message for them. Okay, a relationship has a connection that is beyond this lifetime. For the masculine here, what else here, Spirit, for the divine masculine? Simple acts of kindness. Kindness re-energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. So we're talking about a masculine here that animals, pets, all of it, right, is attracted to this masculine, you know, and generosity, okay? This masculine is being got number 5 here for change. The heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. So this masculine, whenever this divine masculine does any kind of acts of service or kindness, it brings acts of, you know, that's part of this person's purpose, right? Is to give and share the light and love that they have within. It does bring a lot of happiness to them. They feel good, you know, about themselves. Everyone feels good when we can share our love and light and you know, and do nice things for others, strangers, and so on, right? So they're being guided right now to create that balance with the universe, right? To be in more gratitude energy, to be in more giving energy. The more you give from the generosity of your heart, you open yourself up to receive, right? In order to receive love, you got to give love, kind of thing. So simple acts of kindness, compassion, empathy. So it feels like with the simple acts of kindness, that the divine masculine heart is opening. What else? Show me real quick. Show me the divine feminine. So it's looking like a child. It looks like it's a child here on this card. So it's like their innocence, their innocent heart, right? They probably really like animals, this masculine. Okay, so we have, for the divine feminine, we have back to what you love, reevaluating your desires. Number 3 here, we have number 27, number 5, and 16. And for the divine feminine, seeing that love is all around you, right? We lack for nothing. We're not missing anything. There is love everywhere, all the time. Simply acknowledge this truth, okay? Back to what you love, to reevaluating your desires. You are coming back to what you love. You're reevaluating your desires. There is love everywhere you turn, everywhere you go, out in the world. Love is all around you. You're not missing any of it. And I feel like the more that you heal your heart and you open your heart, the more you are aware of that, and the more love you spread and you give, the more it's returned to you. I receive love every day from you guys. Love is all around, right? From my family, from my friends, from strangers and earth angels, right? All over the place. From, you know, I look at this plant right here and I feel love. I give it love. It's growing. It's flourishing beautifully. I'm right now feeling the vibration of love, looking out towards this, the greenery here, okay? That is my view. So it fills my heart with love. There is love everywhere, family, okay? So let's see. And then we have express love through gifts. That could be somebody's love language here. Is gift giving, okay? I know personally when I am smitten with somebody, I want to just shower them with presents and gifts, and you know, and thoughtful things. Like I saw this and I thought of you, you know, kind of energy, and a small token of love can convey great appreciation. That's how we show appreciation for another, that we're thinking about them. All right. Let's see here. I was going to use this deck. All right, let's go ahead and use it. False mask, a split to false mask. Show us what else we need to know. So they're going through, I feel like they're going through a 5D experience. They're on this their spiritual journey is just beginning. They're going through this awakening and realization here. That this connection is, you know, extremely important and significant, and it has a important role to play here. You've already known this. They are in their life, right? Important role to play in their life, okay? And that it's like it's showing them what really matters in life. I'm getting with their simple acts of kindness. I was telling my friend yesterday that I am getting rid of stuff, and that I don't need any of these things, and that when it's time for us to transition, the only thing we're going to take with us is our love, the memories we made with those we love, not the 10,000 handbags and shoes and all this crap. I don't go anywhere. I don't need these things. You know, this book here from this book here, if you were to read this book by Eckhart Tolle, right, you would immediately start getting rid of stuff also. These attachments, these that our ego attaches to things, right? What else here, Spirit, for the collective? For this beautiful true love journey. What else is the message here for Monday? It's just so complicated. And when it doesn't have to be, right? Sometimes we make things harder than they need to be. What else? Fears and anxieties. There's going to be an opportunity here, okay? There's something here that's being returned to you. You're returning back to something you love, okay? You are evaluating what you want right now for the Divine Feminine. Caught up in emotions. And remember, when we split the deck, we saw that card, Embrace Your Emotions, right? For the Divine Masculine. Okay? They are being asked to raise their vibration here, okay? And do some simple acts of kindness. This is their heart. I just saw at the bottom of the deck, healing the heart chakra, which is exactly what I saw with the simple acts of kindness card here. We do simple acts of kindness and generosity. Our heart is open, right? Our heart is open. What else here for the connection here? What is the energy here, Spirit? Karma is at work here. That's why it's important that we don't, meaning we're going to learn from our past, and we're not going to repeat a karmic pattern here. It's important that we set boundaries. So somebody here is caught up in their emotions. Could be both of you guys, okay? Like I was saying earlier, something really important about, you know, when people back to what you love, when people come back into our lives, and, you know, they're showing up and they're saying all of the right things. I posted today on Instagram how, you know, action speaks louder than words, right? It's important to let people do what they want to do so they can show you what they'd rather do, you know, and they can say all the right things and to even tell you, you know, I intend on not pushing you away. I'm bringing you closer. But it's like, what they do after that, after saying all of those things, it's what you're needing to observe, right? It's like, okay, is this person trying to repeat a pattern with me here? Keep me in a cycle? Look, deep spiritual awakening is underway. That's why divine timing is here. Deep spiritual awakening is underway here, okay? That's why there's a lot of emotions, a lot of fears. They're seeing their toxic patterns, it feels like. Or somebody here is seeing that, right? Whatever the trigger is. It's like I'm getting this energy of releasing the attachment. One person here is working on releasing the attachment. Let's see. We have here the moon. That's these emotions, caught up in emotions. That's these fears and these anxieties. Having their head down. Saying it's just so complicated. It's like not knowing, not knowing how to manage, embrace, honor, sit with one's emotions here. Whatever we choose to do when it comes to this determines the karma, okay? That's why they're being guided here. The Divine Feminine is reevaluating whether or not you want to return to something or someone you love, feeling the love all around. And then we have this Divine Masculine that is, you know, in the process of, It's one of the laws of the universe, right? Cause and effect. You get what you give. That's why they're being guided here to choose compassion, empathy, kindness, consideration for another person and how they feel. Yeah, and the process of going through a deep spiritual awakening is underway. Going through a huge, I heard wake-up call here, wake-up call, right, regarding one's desires. What fulfills me, right? I heard love drought. This person could be going through a love drought, healing the heart here. This judgment card is saying something from the past is returning, okay? For evaluation, reevaluate, to reevaluate, okay? How we feel about it, right? And I'm getting the sense of nervousness even. A decision here, a very important life decision. It's like when we heal our heart, where our heart opens, we can see things clearly. It's not confusing anymore. Somebody's coming out of a darker period. I'm also going through, enlightenment. I heard enlightenment earlier before I even started this reading, which means we're coming out of confusion. We're coming out of illusions even. We're seeing things more clearly. Probably seeing how we are self-sabotaging here. There's a heart awakening is what I'm getting. A heart opening with this, like, again, I got that with the simple acts of kindness, which is scary to somebody that has had their heart closed. There's a period of mental rest, meditation, and healing that's taking place. There is a lot of emotions that's repressed and suppressed that's coming up to the surface. A lot of cups, a lot of love, a lot, wow, holy. Look at that. We have the 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups, and 9 of Cups here. Coming up to the surface for this person. It's like they're in the process of mastering a karmic lesson and closing out some kind of a karmic cycle. That's why divine timing is here. This person, it's important to set clear boundaries and speak up what you need and want from this individual here, okay? In your life. Because that's what's going to help with this karma. The closing of this, mastering this pattern, this karmic pattern that they're trying to keep you in. They're in the process of making a huge decision. What else we have here, Spirit? Wow. 5 of Cups for Monday. This, yeah, needing to see the universe is balanced. This is the cause of the karmic justice, the cause and effect card. Okay, you get what you give, you get what you put out. So we have Libra energy here, justice, which is the universe is saying it's time for this person to, the universe is bringing everything into balance here. This whole connection, this whole situation is going to be brought into balance, okay? So it is time for this person to come out of their comfort zone. This is the emotions that they're depressed, they're unhappy, they're sad. They have this energy of depression and dark night energy of shame, possible guilt, remorse, regret, just feeling really depressed, okay? Feeling down, feeling blue here. This could be you or somebody in your energy. And it's time to make, whenever we start to, these are the signs, right? These are the signs at 5, it's time for change. These are the signs that it's time for change in one's life. Thankfully, I just told one of my friends today, thankfully, I'm finally out of this deep healing cycle that I was in for a long time. Feels really good. Feels really light. I'm in my new cycle. I'm in my new beginning, where I can just live my life now and not, stay in this perpetual, never-ending cycle of healing. And finally, we're not healed fully, but I've definitely have reached, very close. The awareness is there, and if something does come up for me, but I'm not, and that's what I feel like is going on here, is that this person is there's a lot of things that's coming up from the past for this person, okay? We saw that with the Judgment card and the Four of Swords for this person to look at and forgive themselves about, okay? See, the thing with guilt is we can change it, right? When it comes to, we can make a better choice. It's kind of like outside of us. But shame, when it comes to shame, it's a lot of times this avoidant personality or attachment style. Shame, they feel like it's like who they are, right? So that's what, you know, causes somebody to not feel very deserving, not feel very worthy, you know, and the forgiveness is needed here. I feel like somebody here feels like they won't really feel better in their life until they make something right here, okay? It's like, yeah, this is definitely that avoidant, right? Attachment style person that runs, you know, refuses to look at it, holds back, is very guarded, you know, heart chakra closed off. And it looks like all the stuff that's coming up for this person here in the Five of Cups is, you know, helping them to open up their heart here to heal. Can I have one more? Caught up in their emotions. We have here the Eight of Wands. So there's a lot of momentum, travel for some, communication that could be. These emotions is guiding this person here to make moves, take action in one's life. A lot of momentum energy here. I'm getting that these fears and anxieties is coming up with this person like excitement or enthusiasm or even butterflies, okay? Yeah, it's time to take control of one's energy, of one's life. It's time for this change. The momentum is telling this person it's go time, right? It's time to make these changes, to bring the balance back into your life, to do the right thing, to do the fair and honorable thing for all involved, for the best and highest good of all. Can I have one more? Four of Wands. Coming towards the Four of Wands, towards, you know, healing, towards healing, celebration and union. The 1111 card is here. Karma is at work here. Karma is at play here. Okay, they are very much caught up in their emotions. That's why divine timing is here. They're healing right now. There's a lot of stuff that could be coming up for this person. So they're probably wanting to travel to you or come over to your place. Things are being made right and balanced out right now as we speak. It's like keep surrendering to the universe. Okay? Send this person love and blessings and healing energy from a distance. That's all you can do. Send them Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael. If it's you that's in this energy, call Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael. Keep working with Archangel Shamuel for heart chakra. Clarify the Five of Cups. Yeah, so it's time. It's time here to go in a new direction. This right here is saying that this, whoever's in this Five of Cups energy that's in the dark night or depressed, right? This is coming out of a darker period and moving towards the sun at a crossroads energy. It feels like a bittersweet for this person because I feel like this sadness, this depression is coming from this person being freed from their old identity, leaving a situation behind. Here is, you know, like leaving their old life behind. It's like this. I remember when I was in my dark night, when I was going through my spiritual awakening, right? It was like a lot of things from that's what all the stuff from the past. There's a lot of things that you become aware of and you awaken to when you do shadow work, right? About your past, that you see yourself through a different, you know, through different lens, and you feel, you can't help but sometimes feel, you know, some shame and some guilt and some regret of how you handled things, how you treated yourself, how you self-abandoned. That's what I'm getting here. And it's like a new direction is opening up here for this person. And it's like this uncomfortable feeling that they're in. They got that enlightenment, that awareness that it's time to go in a new direction, right? For some of them, they could be moving across water, but this is a threshold, a transition that this person is yeah, they're strategizing and planning, definitely. They're strategizing and planning. They're ascending. They're going through an ascension. But it's still not easy, okay? Remember when I became aware of all of like my patterns and going back to what I tolerated and put up with and people and the choices that I made in the past, right? I was like, you know, I had a lot of self-forgiving to do, basically, is what I'm saying. You know, it didn't feel good, right? It didn't feel good to see how I contributed to a lot of, you know, the part that I played, how I contributed to a lot of the things that, what I put up with, you know. It's like whenever you start going into this self-love journey and you look back, you know, at the choices and decisions you made, that's that Four of Swords that we saw, the Judgment card. It's us, you know, reevaluating, right? And that's when, you know, you're facing judgment. That's when you're looking at yourself. And it's important that you make peace, that you forgive yourself so you can fully accept yourself and unconditionally accept and unconditionally love yourself in all of your experiences, in every single choice that you made. The good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So that you can feel, so you can heal that, release it, make peace with the past is what this is, and feel worthy. So you can feel worthy and deserving. And we don't repeat those patterns, right? Karma is at work here. We don't repeat the cycle. We don't repeat the patterns. Can you please clarify justice? Decision is being made. Two of Swords in reverse. We're opening our heart. We're following our heart. We're being guided here. The wands represent spirit. The swords in this boat is all the lessons from the past, you know, that we're leaving behind here, that we're making peace with the Judgment card. We're making peace with the past so that we can release it, which is a part of the healing. Forgiving ourselves is key. We cannot forgive anyone else until we first forgive ourselves, just like we cannot unconditionally love another until we unconditionally love ourselves. Okay? And that's what look. That's when the Pentacle comes in, when we are freed and released from the weight and the burden of the past, of our actions, first and foremost, because we probably wouldn't be healing for so long from being in a toxic relationship if we wouldn't have sat there and put up with it and tolerated and stayed for as long as we stayed, right? That's, you know, that codependency and the lack of self-love, you know, fear of abandonment, fear of being alone. All of that comes from whatever past life stuff or childhood stuff, you know. So it's like taking a good hard look at the part that we play, taking accountability and responsibility, and saying I don't want to ever, you know, participate in anything like that again. That's not what I want for myself. That's not what I'm manifesting. Karma's at work here. I want stability. I want security, and that's why the boundary is here and sticking to it. I want stability. I want security. I want, you know, permanence, growth, mutual, reciprocal, balanced love. Right here, as I said that, look at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful, balanced, reciprocal love. I water you, you water me. We're growing together, evolving together, right? If I'm here offering you my cup, you know, it's a requirement that I also receive it back. Reciprocal, being on the same page about our goals, our visions, you know, what we want here when it comes to not investing time and energy into anyone that's not investing into you, kind of thing. You know, it's important that we do watch, sit back in feminine energy and observe the actions of let them come to their own conclusions, you know, and stay open to receiving this or better, what the universe has for us, right? There's a huge pentacle. There is strong telepathy. This is a very healing connection, right? It's like the second, this is a coming out of denial here, right? About where we are on our journey, where we are. I feel it's like this. It's like if you will feel uncomfortable, okay, if somebody comes into your life and if you're not emotionally unavailable anymore, and somebody comes into your life and they are emotionally unavailable, you won't resonate. You won't be attracted to them. It won't feel comfortable to you if that's not where you're at anymore. Okay? It's not going to be attractive to you. It's like, that's that person that, likes the reassurance, the validation, likes to be chased, and you're like not there. It's like, I would like for this to be reciprocal, right? Balanced, equal give and receive. Karma's here, justice is here. Right here, we have something stable where we're, building a strong and solid foundation here. It does feel like this person here that's caught up in their emotions. They're feeling all these wands, right? Within the momentum, the emotions that they're feeling is the momentum of energy. It's like an urge, a pull, right? To take action. They have made up their mind. They're not confused. They're seeing things clearly. We saw that with the moon, right? The Four of Swords, the Judgment, and the moon. They're going deep spiritual awakenings underway for this person. They do feel the spiritual bond, the connection. So we have somebody here that is in the process of, they're in a complicated situation, conundrum, I heard, in the process of making a major decision at this time. Tell me here, Eight of Wands. Yep, there they are. Coming because they feel like super strong, intense passion with the Eight of Wands and love. It's like your passion has ignited, okay? With the 1111 card. It's time. It's divine timing. But again, this person comes in. It's important that you do set clear boundaries, right? When it comes to the balance, there's just the scales again. When it comes to balancing equal give and take. Can I have one here on this Four of Wands? Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. And look what keeps us trapped and bound and restricted, helpless and hopeless here. Feeling like you're stuck. It's like these emotions is what's guiding this person to come towards you for this union here, okay? But that's why the boundaries card is here, is because there's still some form of, again, it's like there's still some form of emotional unavailability here, okay? It's like there's still some kind of attachment. The devil could be outside of us, our environment, the people in our lives, right? The circumstances that we're in our career or family dynamic in our homes. But it's also, when it comes to this, it's also within us, our limitations, our fears, our ego, our, addictions, attachments, codependencies, insecurities. All of that is this. Can I have one on this Eight of Swords? This is the fear, trapped by fear. There's a lot of fear here. Of commitment, tell me about this Eight of Swords. Of this leap of faith. That's the fear. That's the anxiety. A perspective change and shift is needed here. And they are going through this enlightenment. I started with that when we started the reading. I said, I got this message here that this person is experiencing an enlightenment. They're going through an enlightenment about what's keeping them trapped and stuck. This is, again, caught up in emotions. This is victim consciousness. outdated thinking, outdated beliefs, the I can't. I'm actually going to pull a message from them to you as well from this deck. And then we're going to be done because I want to be able to load this reading. Spirit, what else do we have here for this person? Show me the energy here for Monday. Past lives. This is I talked about that, how there's like a lot of like past life stuff that could be coming up here, okay? I started talking about that in the beginning of the reading. We reunite with our loved ones over and over again through different lifetimes. We're clearing up stuff, karma here, past life karma. We're healing past life karma here, okay? And that's what the awareness is here. You got justice here. It's like things need to be made right in this lifetime. And now letting our conditionings, our outdated thinking, our programming here, right, to keep us from our new chapter, our new cycle, our going into our north node. It's important. This is us coming out, whoever this is, coming out of their comfort zone, okay? I have one more. Trust. We need to have trust in order to, we need to have trust in a relationship in order for it to flourish. Exactly. You can't trust. It's hard to, building the trust from the bottom up. It's at the bottom of this deck earlier. You can't trust, you know, somebody that doesn't show up for you, that doesn't, you know, look, being heavily tested here, okay? We can't trust somebody that isn't consistent, that doesn't put in the effort, right? It's like, how can I rely on you? How can I depend on you? You're in and out, you know. This is somebody that lets their emotions overwhelm. They get overwhelmed by their emotions, okay? We have Cancer and Pisces, yeah, right here. Cancer and Pisces energy and Scorpio here, heavy. Lots of water, lots of emotions, caught up in emotions, okay? Feeling, look, there's the divine counterpart. The King and Queen of Cups here, both in the same energy, feeling, mirroring each other here, with the exception of the Queen of Cups has their back turned in the another direction, okay? Practicing and mastering self-love, feeling secure, that secure attachment style that I was talking about, okay? And this divine masculine is going through an awakening here, and to the connection, the yin-yang connection. There's the yang-yang horse. And in the process of taking charge, they're very determined, they're very focused, okay, to move towards this union, this spiritual union. The only thing that's keeping this person stuck here is the Eight of Swords. It's the fears, it's the anxiety of this new beginning, this new chapter. But we're getting there, little by little. A deep spiritual awakening is underway for them, where they're being helped by the divine to break free. As I said that, I can't make this stuff up. Their spiritual journey is just beginning. They could just be starting on their journey. And think back when you first started, if you've been going through your awakening for a while now, how it was for you, how scary, you know, when you first started seeing the angel numbers, right? This is such a remarkable connection. It's so many synchronicities, so much magic. Notice everything remarkable about your relationship. Think about when you first started your awakening. I remember when I first started, it was just like, man, everyone has a different experience, right? But it's like, there was definitely some fears. There was definitely all of the stuff about, you know, doing the shadow work, right? All of the stuff about all of the things that I could have, should have done differently with my life. the regret, the shame, the guilt around what I tolerated and put up with, you know, that we wish we can go back in time and do different, you know. And it's like, it's beautiful, but it's like scary at the same time. And so this person is just feeling all of that in waves. What does this person here wants to say? What does this person wants to say to their true love? What's the message? But the Two of Swords is in reverse. It's like they're very close to taking this leap of faith. Part of their growth is facing this fear. Part of their growth here is you know, coming out of their south node and going into their north node, coming out of their comfort zone here, right? Part of their fairy tales do exist. Look at that. Part of their growth is taking this leap of faith towards following their heart. You are so different than everyone around me. Following their heart and following their soul. Answering the call of their soul. Following their guidance, right? From the divine here. Towards better balance in their life. Spirit, creating better balance, you know. I feel like the more we follow our intuition, the more balance and alignment and harmony our life is. And sometimes following our intuition isn't easy to do. It's scary sometimes because our intuition is guiding us towards a brand new. We've never been down this road before. We have in a past life, but we're doing things differently in this lifetime. Like Akashic Records, right? We're turning the page and inputting new information so we don't repeat the same cycles, the same patterns anymore. What does this person want to say? The way I have treated you was wrong. So this is this Five of Cups energy. They're waking up to their ways. I wish I could have done differently. I wish I would have made different choices. We've all been, if you've been on this journey for a while, you've been down that road as well. I wish I would have, you know, handled this way and handled that way. I wish I would have done this differently. You know, they're going down that judgment, you know, the Four of Swords, judgment and moon, right? Waking up to all of their patterns, their toxic ways here, okay? Why do I feel so lost? Finding their way, right? Finding themselves. Coming back home to themselves, finding their way. You know, finding their way out of this darkness and into the light here, it's looking like. Yeah, this is a card of feeling lost, but the way forward, they're going to get their perspective shift, their enlightenment. The way forward is being lit up for this person, okay? They're being guided to take charge of the energy and take charge of their life. This love is crazy. This love is crazy. I don't know who I am anymore. They're finding themselves. They're, you know, the old identity, right? Their old identity, losing, you know, their old identity. They're coming apart. Okay? And that's the huge part of the spiritual awakening. That's a huge part of this connection. They're triggering each other. This love is cray. They probably, you know, they don't know. They probably, that's what they probably feel, right? Like this connection is out of this world. Okay, a spiritual connection that defies explanation. A relationship that goes beyond this space and time. We saw here past life. They probably feel that way, right? That this connection is unique. It's different. I never met anyone like you before. This connection is intense. It's they're trying to figure it out logically, you know, make logical sense of a spiritual connection. It's nothing like the superficial 3D connection. You see each other, you talk to each other, it activates. I can't leave you alone. I can't let you go. Okay? I feel lost without you here. So it's like they don't understand it. So they're trying to put labels to it, like it's unique or crazy or different or intense, like, you know, it's because it's so triggering and so activating and so healing. Okay, it's deeply spiritual, it's soul based. Okay, look, stuck in a loop. A pattern has become familiar to them and they are wanting to break free from the same loopy loop, right? That's keeping them stuck here. And they will break free from it. Okay? Look, leap of faith. They did not expect this love to run this deep. They're putting their pride aside and taking a leap of faith right here. And then we have unsighted. They were They were. That's the regret here, okay? The regret is they were unable to see the complete extent of the toxicity. The way I treated you was wrong at the time that they brought into the connection, because that's all that they know. Let me get one more. Investigating. So they're watching you. They're wondering whether or not you have moved on. Okay, that was one of their fears that we saw in another reading, that, you know, you may have moved on. They are secretly snooping around and investigating to see if you're dating someone new. And exactly what I said, coming apart. Their old identity, they're losing their old identity. I remember what this was like. It's stages to the spiritual awakening journey. You guys can look it up online on YouTube, the signs and stages of spiritual awakening. Dark night of the soul, I think it's stage 4. It's a whole process, and it can take years for some. Okay, they may have been on this journey already for a few years, I heard, you know, but it's a slow process because this is somebody that didn't surrender to it. This is somebody that has been avoiding it, running from it, distracting themselves, okay? So it's been a complicated, harder journey and process for this person. We have meeting you was unexpected. You changed their whole world forever, feeling lost as they lose their old identity. Feeling lost. Why do I feel so lost? But they are finding their way, okay? They are, and they will. And I'm going to leave it right here, family, so that it can load. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm looking forward for the internet technician to come on Tuesday to get us up and running so I can resume doing all of the signs, to start doing all the June post on Patreon. Haven't done that since my old place. So thank you all so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, for donating to the channel, for scheduling readings with me, for sending me your love, your support, your beautiful light, healing energy, and love my way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all so much. God bless you, family, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Namaste. Much love. Till next time.